Hi, everybody. This is your announcement for Philosophy 201, Introduction to Philosophy. Today is September 2nd. It is Labor Day. So I hope that you are not laboring, that you are having a nice day. It's a holiday. There are no classes today at the college. I just want to get this recorded so that you can have the announcement as soon as possible. Okay, so today, this week, this is week 3 of our semester. And by now, you should be complete with doing module 1.1. That should have been completed by now. I will work on getting that work that you've done graded this week. And so for this week, you should begin working on module 1.2. Okay, module 1.2 considers the soul and the body. And the question that we ask is, to what extent do our bodies determine who we are? And so for this module, I decided to read one selection, okay, and it's by Plato, one of the foundational philosophers in the Western tradition. Um, and in this particular piece of work. It's called the Phaedo, is the entire book, and you're going to be reading a part of that particular book. But Socrates, the main character, is talking with his students, and he's approaching the end of his life. He's in prison. He's been sentenced to death, and he's just waiting for that time to come. And so he's talking with his students about life and death, and in that conversation, they talk about the soul. So in this module, excuse me, it'll be very important for you to read the commentary that I've written, module 1.2 commentary from Kim. It's right there in the module, so make sure you read that before you read the chapter in the book. Our book, Traversing Philosophical Boundaries. And it's very important that you read the book before you post on your discussion. Okay, it's really, you really can't post a discussion unless you've done the reading. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about how to approach these readings, okay? Because now we're really getting into some heavy questions here in philosophy, and as humans we have our beliefs and our opinions about things, and that's quite natural. Um, but this is a class where I'm asking you to think critically, and what that means is to look objectively at these readings. Okay, so that's hard to do because what we need to do is to set aside all those beliefs and opinions as much as possible. I know that's hard when you do this reading. Okay, so do that reading kind of as much as possible without regard. And I know that's impossible to do, but try to look at it as objectively as you can. Okay, read it as objectively as you can, so that when you approach the discussion, you're able to respond to the questions. And the questions are mainly about the reading. Okay, so it's important to respond to those questions. And also, I just want to reiterate, it's important to follow the instructions that I give you on uh, how to do discussion, how to complete discussion. And I'm going to kind of go over some of that. So you know about the due dates and how that works. But when you're replying to your classmates, make sure you address them by name. And I think most of you are doing a good job of that. Okay. And then also, make sure you check for spelling and grammar errors. But this is kind of I would think, the most important part. Is to give examples from the readings. Okay, so what you say about the readings must be supported by the readings itself. Okay, and so follow the instructions that I've given you. Use phrases like according to. If you use a quotation from the book, make sure you have to put it in quotation marks. Okay, and then explain how that quotation supports, what you're saying. Okay, so those are all very important instructions to follow when you're completing your discussions. Okay, so I just want to kind of re-emphasize that it's very important to follow those instructions. All right, so the due dates of you have a quiz, a self-check quiz that will be due on September 4th, which is Wednesday. And then the discussion is going to be due on September 6th, which is Friday. Okay, so once again, you have to post 48 hours before that September 6th deadline, so that allows time to post replies to two classmates. So make sure you have two replies posted to classmates in your discussion. Okay, so and if there are any questions that you have about any of this, please send me a message in inbox and I'll be happy to try to clarify that for you. Okay, all right, so that's what's happening for this week. Um, if you, like I said, have questions, contact me. I just said that. And I guess that's it. So I want to wish you a good week and a good day today on Labor Day. I'll see you next time. Bye.